like me.
I couldn't say the other parts because I know that.
I was going down on the girl. I said, "Geez, you got a big pussy. Geez, you got a big pussy." She said, "Why'd you say it twice?" I said, "I never."
Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, it's
You know,
ice.
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to get the good AI anyway? Because we're going to use AI to replace the job. Then the AI is not good enough to create AI. So
Well,
we won't have jobs.
here's
But then you have an AI that does a job. Then you have someone that controls the AI to make it do the job. So yeah,
You're confusing
here's
yourself, Eagle.
the
Be careful.
thing for
I think Tom just became an AI.
No, Skynet's hacking him. Doing it again. We get him back.
Hello, Tom.
He's having a fight at the moment. Bear with him. I think he's next dead.
I think so.
Because usually that silent... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that was you coughing. My bad.
Yeah, that's me. 'Cause I have coffee.
Coughing.
No, I think I think in the upcoming 30 years, it's just AI trained to do specific. It's gonna be like tiny tasks.
I'll say we're a long way off before AI is perfect, but we are getting there with the fast developments and such.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Like for example, you can see the art generating AI, how much that's improved.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll get like specific tasks. That's for sure. Like you can do like the AI can do this tiny part of the development process, but it's like for example, you would like have. I can see it be used in things like, for example, imagine a factory. You have like workers sorting like some bad things out,
Yeah.
and like you could have AI that learns that. It's like, well, it can just do it itself.
Well, they have got AI controlled like arms and such like that going about. They're putting them into use. I mean, it's in car factories that they've got those as well. Some of those. Yes, there's people behind them controlling them, but they've still got some form of AI behind them just to back it up and that.
I think it's gonna be mostly assistant things. Like for example, with art as well. Like you can make really good art, probably not perfect, but I could totally see an art AI program like be tailored to. Like for example,
Like a teacher in some way.
yes, that essentially. So like it could be like, oh, like the AI can, or like maybe the AI can. How do you say that? Like for example, if you have like a code editor, right? Usually you have like all these commands you can do. In a good code editor, they have like sort of autocomplete. So if you type something, it shows you the suggestions. I could totally see an AI do that with art. So like you're drawing something, and maybe it knows like the character you're drawing. It's like, oh, I'll suggest this path.
Yeah. In fact, that's kind of reminds me of an old school program that people used to use a long time ago. When things were used to... Oh, fuck. Yeah, people used to use programs like that for to help guide them with like their schoolwork or spell check. That's the example. Computers just say, "Don't you mean you meant to spell it this way" or something like that?
I just thought of something stupid as well.
Don't we all?
No, then it's like if the AI is like 10 years too late because Lego needed it for its penis detection software.
Oh my god.
You heard of that one before?
You...
No. You know what I mean,
Yes.
right?
Oh, only fucking you, Eagle.
I just fucking remembered that was a thing that they just fucking tried to make a program so kids would make dicks with Lego.
Yes.
Oh my god.
What do I need for on here?
That would totally be a job for AI.
So I'm just checking out what I need for a sea glider now.
Actually, honestly, that AI could work in certain situations like content moderating, because that's a really, how do you say that?
Got a lube. Just need a battery. Sorry, go on.
I'm thinking to say it. Like, I've heard the stories about, you know, like how people like get hired to do content moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, people upload the worst shit you can imagine. So like, you know, there's been these problems with people, for example, being hired from Facebook, I believe, or other platforms, and they also don't get any psychological assistance. And, you know, they get like shit you just don't want to see anywhere, and they have to moderate it and remove it. That would be a great task for AI. Like, you probably would still need a human with it, but yeah.
Well, didn't they run sort of like a test with that before?
Oh, welcome back, Tom.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I went to get a snack.
That's alright.
But yeah, like, didn't they run a test before where it was like, meet this new AI, talk to it, it will learn. And it ended up becoming like a really racist Nazi.
Oh yeah, the Microsoft. No,
Oh,
that was like
Jesus.
they made a Twitter bot. They made a Twitter bot, Microsoft, I believe, and then like it started out like really nice, and then the internet
Ooh,
turned
this is
into
pretty.
like a neo-Nazi supporting something, right? That's true.
Oh, it was bad.
It was really bad. They had to shut it down within like a week or something. It worked too well.
Wonder. No?
Probably one of the more interesting experiences.
So what do I call
But
them?
that's also like, but it also shows the limitations. Like if you give the AI user input, it can be fucked over so badly. I mean,
Well, like I said, there's two cases where I've heard about AI being totally different. One is self-driving cars that would occasionally go loco and accidentally hit somebody. And the other instance is Alexa once heard a domestic violence abuse like thing going on. And because it recognized the audio for it, it ended up actually notifying the police.
Oh wow. But that's not AI though, is it? Alexa's more of a. You say it.
She is a form of AI.
She's a companion, sort of thing.
Yeah, but it's not like AI as in like self-learning.
No, not that kind of AI, but there are some AIs out there that do self-learn, like like in Japan they've got one going as well that's self-learning. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, it was something cool.
Yeah, you know, we get to the point as well where like stuff is, like becomes dangerous anyway. Not like because AI is dangerous, but how do you say?
Oxygen.
Not because like the evil overlord AI killing stuff. For example, you know, like even nowadays we already see like even without AI we already had like problems with like, you know, video evidence becoming harder to actually be evidence because fake videos.
Oh, deepfakes.
Yeah, for example, deepfakes. And to spot the deepfakes, they had to make software that could spot the
got some
deepfakes. And then the people making deepfakes would have to make software that outsmarts the software making and detecting the deepfakes. And then that software has to outsmart the deepfakers, outsmarting the software. Yeah.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for
I don't know.
high-speed freedom.
There was one comic I read online that made me laugh.
But
It was like AI has developed something called the Mother Bot, and it got dispatched to like every human on the planet. And all it did was it maintained and looked after the people that it was for. And like it just got them so dependent on it that it just stopped all of humanity in its tracks.
oh wow.
What are you? Interesting.
I could totally see that happening. Not like the entire scenario, but like.
Oh, see, it's oxygen.
I guess kind of the synopsis of like mobile phones making people lazy, so they have less skills than back in my day.
Well, no, the whole point was like the person will come home and it'd be there just waiting for them. and they'd be like, "Oh, I see you've had a rough day. Don't worry about going to work tomorrow. I'll take care of all of that through the AI systems. I've got all food prepared for you, so you haven't got to worry about cooking or anything like that." And because people got so dependent on the robot doing that, they forgot their basic skills, like how to cook, clean, even talking to each other. They didn't know how to do it anymore. And that's just how it wiped out humanity. It just took over all their vital roles, so they just couldn't do anything.
I mean, honestly, if you look around, the people today, they also don't know how to talk to each other.
I know, that's why I'm saying, like, it was such a good comic because of that.
Yeah.
Oof! Ouch!
It was so, like, based in realism, I was just like, that's pretty good.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Like, it also like the weirdest things nowadays, especially. For example, on my work we use Teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it suggests, like, sometimes in the chat, it just suggests phrases. I'm just like, why? Like, I can think myself. Thank you. Like, you can. I guess if you're not well versed in speech, it can be a nice help or guidance, like, oh, I can say something like this, but like, it feels so unnatural.
Wait. Yes.
And usually the answers are not like something I would say in the situation anyway.
Nice.
Like, you know, the thing suggesting me to say like thank you in a way that would probably make me look like a fucking cunt if I would say
What you should say, instead of listen here, you fuckhead, is, as per my last email.
Yeah.
Ooh. What's this?
It's kind of weird though, because you like, I am noticing this, like, we have so much shit that, like, you know, we're like, oh, we need to digitalize this so it becomes better, and then it became worse.
Shazam.
Like,
Oh fuck!
more errors, more things.
Sorry, continue.
Sorry, did you say bone apple tea, or did you say bone apple tea?
It's the same, like, you know when smart devices were about to become a thing? I found everything that was smart stupid because it wouldn't got the way it was supposed to. Like, we had the smart boards on our school, and those things were just not working properly. It's like, why do we have a smart board again? Like, why not use the laptop with a fucking beamer? Or, like, have a, I don't know, like a sort of TV where you can use, like, a thing on? Like, it was a smart board, like, but it was everything but smart.
Ooh. More goodies.
Arc at this, man, Alan. Complaining about that shit.
We were
Do you
using
know what we had nowadays?
chalkboards, whiteboards.
Fucking overhead projectors with bloody Polly Pockets for sheets.
Yeah. Like, but the thing is, like, nowadays, mostly those things were fine, but, like, when it was all new, it's like, why would I use this? Because this still works shittier than the older solution.
My boy, you're spoiled.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen.
I'm just going to
Bollocks,
say that the older
bollocks,
solution works
bollocks,
better.
bollocks, 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 bollocks.
Back in
bollocks,
our day,
bollocks, bollocks,
A
bollocks.
teacher would show up to lesson, still fucking hungover from the night before,
What the fuck is
just
that?
be like, okay, get the TV and VCR out, we're watching fucking Braveheart today.
Actually, we had something happen.
Huh?
We had, like, I forgot, like, we had something. There was something with the law, I believe, that changed. Like, apparently, like, lawfully, it was, like, registered how much hours of school, like, high school need to teach in a year.
Oh, I can pick it up.
And at some point, there was, like, discussion on it, like, in a certain year. Oh.
Oh, okay. I get you. I'll put it down. Okay, just looking at you. Look, it's safe. See? Safe. Okay. That note to oneself, don't pick that up.
I was so surprised. I just forgot. All right. So yeah, there's this law, and I think there was like the school program was like expecting was like about 1,000 hours or something, or X thousand hours that we needed to have lessons. But then apparently lawfully it was like some something changed that year, so it was like 1,040 hours. So our school was just like, well, we need to fill in these 40 hours of lessons, so you guys gotta come to school. We're just gonna watch movies. We're like, okay, sure. So we just watched 40 hours of movies.
That's not what I said when I meant it with us. With us, the teacher would come in, you knew he had been drunk as fuck the night before, and because he couldn't remember his lesson plan, he couldn't be fucked with kids that day. They would roll in this big old CRT TV monitor with a built-in video player, and you'd get the cassette of fucking, what's it called, Passion of the Christ. Stick that in, and you'd watch that for an hour, and that was the lesson.
Don't tell me at school they also read the Bible the first half hour of the fucking lesson.
I couldn't tell you. I only went to 2 religious education lessons, and I said this is bollocks, and I never went back.
No, like we had.
I'm having deja
All
vu. Sorry,
teachers-
Igor, I'm going to cut across you because when he said that, that reminded me of what my dad said to his old teacher because he told me the exact same story and he said the exact same thing. Sorry, go on, Igor.
I
continue.
imagine he also said the same thing I said afterwards.
Go on.
Hypothermia imminent.
Why the fuck is it compulsory? I'm not going to be the fucking Pope.
Yep. That's exactly what he said, but in his own way.
Can
No,
you
like-
guess how long that lesson lasted after I left?
Not that long.
No, we had like some teachers doing it, but like apparently like the first 10 minutes of like whatever first lesson was, they would read a bit of the
Oh,
Bible.
no, no.
Some people were like, yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna
You
do
saw my scanner!
Wildlife down here is very grabby.
Where did that monkey go? It stole my fucking scanner.
it." No, I actually lost it.
You're telling me a monkey stole
Yeah.
something from you?
Fucker. I thought I lost it. Yeah, it's a sea monkey.
You got robbed by a sea monkey.
Yeah. So I got it back now.
We killed it as a fall guys, you know.
I got robbed by a fucking sea monkey.
You got robbed by a tiny speck that dies by sunlight.
That
What the fuck
fucker-
is wrong with you?
Excuse me, that fucker was not a tiny speck. That thing was bigger than my fucking hand.
Well, you are clearly robbing the wrong sea monkeys.
Bloody. I was scanning it and then it just grabbed hold of it and. Yeah.
God, that was something else from our youth.
Sea monkeys.
Sending away to get a pack of sea monkeys in that little aquarium.
My sister had a successful breeding thing with the sea monkeys. And she actually bred them up quite perfectly. I was like, how the fuck did you do what others failed? She just went, well, you just kept a close eye on them and then she put them into a bigger tank. And I was like, smart girl. There was something else I needed. We already got, oh, copper wire.
Copper.
Speaking of copper. Oh, so I better say before another monkey decides to steal my fucking shit again.
You just turned Freezer. You pesky monkey.
Those filthy monkeys stole my scanner.
Yeah.
Thing is, I couldn't even kill it because it was just too cute looking. And plus, life would kill me if I did such a horrible, cruel act.
Killing a penguin?
That and killing sea monkeys. Because you know, monkeys,
no.
monkey see, monkey do. I've got another flare. Fuck me. Keep getting all these flares.
This game really is turning us into Freezer.
Monkeys in my sea? Get out.
Do you know what that reminds me? I'm going to. Oh, you can cook a symbiote. Anyway, that reminds me. I'm going to go back on that game down Dragon Ball Kakarot. Need to do that.
Akura!
That's actually quite a good game. I was actually surprised by it.
I don't know. I don't think anything's ever going to beat Rage and Blast 2 for me.
You know what? I have to concur there. You have a good point. Not gonna lie.
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
Dacomed.
Wish you would.
Fuck off. You're a cunt.
I know.
Cunt.
You taking the piss out of me?
No.
You fucking cool.
Oh, fuck off, back to Bristol.
Oh, fuck off, my stall.
What do you do?
My cider drinking friends.
Wait. Lines don't